What is going on, guys? B-Man27 here, and welcome back to another video. Today we got GWZ podcast number 5, I believe, with WreckEfficient. Say hello.
Hey guys.
Alright, so we just got like a chill podcast. I don't really know what we're gonna be talking about, but yeah. So I guess just want to say anything else about yourself? I don't know.
Hey guys. I don't know. I make like bad content, really. I mean, if you guys like my content somehow, yeah. I don't really know anything else to say about myself, but a bad clickbait YouTuber.
Just go and follow him on Twitter. I'll link that in the description, and I'll link his channel as well, so go subscribe, I guess. So first thing we should do, let's go ahead and talk about our thoughts on Infinite Warfare Zombies. So,
I mean, Infinite Warfare Zombies. I saw the stream, Infinity Ward release. I don't know, like yesterday. I think it was I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. I actually like it, but it's, like I'm not gonna be able to play it whenever it releases. Probably I don't know 3 weeks after it launches. But I like it. But I watch Avery's videos. I don't know if you know Avery. This YouTube channel.
oh
He
yeah,
posted a
yeah.
video. Yeah, he posted this video about zombie crates, and like it was like a split second of the main menu for zombies, and he was saying some stuff of like it could be like supply drops, but I was just thinking I didn't watch the whole video because I was like, this is a good idea to talk about this, to give my personal opinion about this. And I honestly thought it's something similar to Liquid Divinium's, like the Dr. Monty factory. Like you earn keys and you'll be able to open up zombie crates, which give you fate and fortune cards, stuff like that. That's what I honestly think.
Yeah, now that you mention that, I bet it's just to give like the fate or fortune card. I don't think that they'd like, because basically that would just kind of ruin zombies like having to get weapons or whatever is gonna be out of like zombie supply drops, I guess. But I bet it's just the fate or fortune cards,
Yeah.
which actually seem pretty cool. Yes, the same kind of situation with me. I'm probably not going to get it until like after Christmas because I'm hopefully going to get a PS4 for Christmas, and I don't want to have to. I'm not going to get it for my computer and then only play it for like a couple of months. I don't know. Plus, my computer is like kind of a potato, so it's not that great. Like Black Ops 3 minimum settings. It's like it still doesn't get like 60 frames. It rarely even gets 30 unless I'm playing custom zombies. But I don't know. Like I'm excited for it, but I'm not just like too excited. Like I haven't watched the stream for it yet because I didn't really have a whole like I haven't really had a whole ton of time. And as well, I'm not like I don't really care because I'm not gonna be able to play it in whenever it comes out and on Friday, I think, right? But I won't be able to play it then. So I'm not really too hyped for it, but I'm excited to be able to play it. Like I think it's gonna be good.
I'm pretty sure it will be good. But it like when I saw the stream, it honestly gave me like Extinction vibes. I don't know, like that, like it highlights the like wall weapons, like in Extinction. Like I actually don't know about it. That's probably the only thing I don't like about it. But other than that, I enjoyed it, honestly.
Yeah, people are just like, oh, it's ripping from Treyarch zombies. Well, yeah, it's going to because there isn't a whole lot of other stuff, and it's basically one of the main things they're gonna get sells for it. Like I wouldn't buy it if there was no zombies for it.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm not getting it right out of the gate either. But I don't know, like zombies. I guess Activision's probably pushing for zombies because they realize how much of a success it is, especially for DLC sales. But I mean, I think it's a good thing. I'd much rather it be there be zombies than just like some random game mode like or Extinction 2.0, I guess.
Yeah. But I don't know. Extinction wasn't that bad, honestly. Even though I didn't really play it much, but
I never really played Ghosts, so
I played it a lot. Multiplayer, not that much Extinction, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Other news on IW Zombies.
oh,
Really
sorry,
don't
go
know.
ahead. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much, but I hope it's gonna be good. It should be good. It's gonna be better than just doing another year of Black Ops 3 zombies like we've had to do in the past. Just like not really any zombies content for there to be. But I don't know. It's gonna be good. But for right now, all I'm really playing is mod tools because Revelations is kind of a disappointment. I don't really like it that much, especially because I'm not like an OG player like that hasn't been playing since the very beginning. So like I don't really like it that much. It's a good nostalgia map for people who have been playing since the beginning, but
Yeah.
other than that, it's just I suck at it too. Like I don't know. My favorite map's Rise and Drac.
I mean, it's a pretty easy map. I already got it around 100. I don't know, like probably 4 weeks ago. It's pretty easy.
I haven't really tried it too much because I don't even like I don't really I don't know. I just like playing mod tools, and even then I don't play them that much. But
Yeah. Well, in other news, the IW Zombies cutscene intro thing was released yesterday in the Infinity Ward stream for Zombies. And I don't know if you've seen this yet, but it was like kind of similar to the Rise and Drac intro cutscene. I don't know if you've seen the Zombie IW cutscene yet.
yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I'll probably just watch it. Here, I'll pull it up right now. I'm not gonna show it on the stream, but I'm just gonna watch it for myself.
It's kind of similar to the Rise and Drac. It's cartoony, drawing, 2D, something like that.
Yeah, I think those intros are kind of cool, but they get kind of old sometimes.
Okay, to sum up what happened in the intro after B-Man watches it.
Let's see.
Okay. We'll come back to the intro cutscene later. And the trailer, not trailer, but like in the stream, if you look at the HUD of the IW Zombies, the HUD, like it based it's like the HUD's all based around like the 80s and this like theme park based HUD, like the scene 8, and it has like that, I don't know what that thing's called. It like takes that one, I don't know what it's called, but that's, I don't know what they're gonna do for the next map for like DLC 1. Like, I don't know if you're gonna change that to like rounds instead of scenes, because well, actually probably stick to scenes, because probably like throughout this map to DLC 4 is probably them trying to get out of the Willer movies things, probably that. But yeah, unless something like happens, like they're actually able to get out by DLC 3 or something. I don't know what they're gonna do, but kind of hype for it though.
And what we're about to see towards some detail.
Most terrifying, visceral, and bloody scenes ever
Here, I'm watching it
committed to
now,
film.
but
My contribution
yeah, the
to
whole
horror
scene
is
thing,
nothing
it's gonna
but
throw people off because it's in the top right, and especially for like streamers and stuff who have their
How did I make it
Face
all
cam.
their
so
face
real?
cams. Yeah, it's gonna screw that
If
up.
you really
But
want to know how the sausage is made
I don't
in
know.
a Willard Wyler picture, the recipe is simple.
One thing you could also do, like if you're using OBS and like you're using like an Elgato and like that's hooked up to OBS, you could probably like draw like a screen thing. So then I don't know, it's kind of complicated, but then you can basically move that section of the screen down to the bottom to where it usually would be, and then put the face cam up at the top.
Wait, you mean
Yeah.
the actors on it?
I was just getting in the character.
Okay, are you done watching the cutscene?
No, it's going through right now.
Welcome.
Oh.
You've all been chosen to play a unique role in my
Well, I
return
guess
to the
I'll
big
talk
screen.
about it
My killer
right now
comeback.
while you're watching it.
But I want you to
Basically,
know,
to
my
sum
methods
it up,
tend to be a little
the actors
extreme.
go to this theater where Willard is right there waiting for them, get them all settled down. They go into the movies,
Everything to the performance.
seats, and they just get sucked up into the screen, and they end up in the zombies in Spaceland. I don't know, that's like predictable. I don't know if you would have guessed that, like, that's how they got, how they got there. To me, I guess that's what probably happened or something else, but it kind of seemed predictable. I don't know, my opinion. And yeah, I wonder how they're gonna get out to like the next map for DLC 1.
Dang, dude, this is weird. He's like he's like bleeding all over the pictures. Weird. Oh, dude,
Some
this is kind of
satanic
long.
visual. Yeah, it's kind of long.
I do like this cartoony thing, except like it kind of looks like some sort of like Disney show or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, what's with the Letterman jacket?
And the blame.
Also, in the traps for this game, for Infinite Warfare Zombies, traps, I think that's something that probably won't ever use, because it seems like there's so much stuff to do in this map, and for me, I don't know, I don't like doing so much stuff like building traps. What is it? Probably gonna be like more buildables like shields, probably wonder weapon, probably not. I think you'll be able to get that out the box or something. Like, it seems like they're like adding so much stuff for you to do in the map. Like, probably you're gonna have to do something to get the pack punch open, and then probably do something for a shield. I think if there's gonna be a shield, I don't know, they're not. And I think the zombies are gonna be more difficult in this one, because since like you have so much stuff in that map, like so many traps, like everywhere you go, there's just at least gonna be at least 2 traps or 1. They're like waiting for them to be used. So I don't know. I'm thinking zombies gonna be more difficult, but I don't know.
Yeah, I just finished the cutscene, which it does look pretty cool, but yesterday I was bored, so I just I pulled up one of Mr. Raffle Waffle's streams, and like he was answering questions and stuff. And so one of the questions, I can't remember what the question was, and I'm not gonna try and rephrase it to like fit it, but like basically it was like he was talking about how like the main person, Lee Ross, I think, or someone, I don't know, was like saying how there are beta testers who have been playing like 12 hours a day, just like playing it all the time, testing it. Haven't got past round 40, so it seems like either their testers are really bad, or like round 40 is the new like round 100, because like they just probably just like throw so many like the mutant things at you, like the clowns. He also said in the thing, the clowns, once it gets up into the high rounds, are like 1 or 2 hits to kill you. Which, I mean, that kind it kind of reminds me of actual zombies, where like the zombies slowly like got faster and faster, and like they took less it took less hits for them to kill you, which I hated that system. But I don't know. I hope it isn't too bad, or that either their beta testers are just really bad, even though they play it all the time, because round 40 it isn't really that high when you think about it, and then like no one's gotten past it after playing it forever and ever.
Yeah. Also, what else? What's other news that's been happening lately?
I don't know. A lot. I've heard there's a lot of leaks. People are starting to get um, early
Hands on
copies
it.
and stuff. But I mean, I haven't seen any of those or really cared to
Yeah.
look out for them or anything. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, guess how's your Halloween?
Um, it was pretty good. I didn't like go trick or treating or anything because I forgot about it until Sunday. Then I was just gonna see if like my friends at school were doing anything, and then my one has a broken knee, so he can't do anything. And then my other one was just like going to some random party he got invited to by some random person he got invited, like that he sits next to in class that I don't even know. So I wasn't gonna go to it with him. So
Oh.
I just like I didn't really do much, and then I just realized like I just texted my friend from elementary school who goes to a different junior high, so I haven't like hung out with him for a while, and then so I just texted him to see if he could like hang out or whatever. So I just went over to his house, chilled. I don't know, it was pretty fun. Ate a lot of candy that I had, even though I didn't go trick or treating.
Yeah, I did. I didn't do anything at all yesterday. Probably. Well, I actually just went to like Dollar General. I don't know if you know that. Dollar General,
Yeah.
General Dollar. Well, I just went there, bought some candy, and just went home and just chilled. Just went on YouTube, basically, to sum up my whole day yesterday.
Yeah, it was just like a chill day, and I didn't want to do nothing, so I just like was like, okay, well, what am I gonna do if I'm not gonna just sit here and do nothing, or just like have it be a regular day? And I don't want to like stay home and watch a movie or something, because I don't know, I just don't really, I'm not really huge into movies, like just sitting there watching movies. It just gets boring. Like TV
Yeah.
shows, yeah, but I won't sit there for like 2 hours watching it. I'll watch like one episode, but I don't know.
Yeah. Same. I didn't do anything productive yesterday, even though I had like a science fair thing project. One of the parts were like asking what's your experiment, what are the variables, independent variables, and stuff like that. That was due like I don't know yesterday at 11 p.m. I didn't do it at all. I didn't do the first part where asking like where did you get the information for this thing and stuff like that. I didn't really do anything of that nature. And also have a map quiz I didn't study for. What else? I had a benchmark, math and ELA benchmark. Didn't study stuff like that. I was just, like so lazy yesterday, and I was planning to make a video yesterday, but so lazy. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember doing science fairs. My junior high doesn't have any, but in elementary school I did 4.
Wait, really? Elementary, it was like optional for me.
Yeah, but like my teachers always, cause like there's like this advanced program or whatever, and like the teachers were always like, okay, this is required, you have to do this. But then my junior highs don't make you do it. Plus, like it's my elementary school has 6th grade too, so it's like elementary school K through 6, and then junior high is 7th through 9th, and then high school's 10th through 12th. So yeah, just 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. I all did it. It's pretty fun, but it got old, and I don't know. It's not even really that fun, but I like doing it. In the end, I did, but at the time, I didn't like doing it. Only fun part was the experiment.
Really, dude, I can't even come up with an idea. Last year, last year I had a project. Didn't do all of it until like a week before it was due. I did the project, didn't do the experiment. I worked on what I thought would happen, and I was actually so lucky on it. Like I was about to say, like music can grow plants. Will that like affect the plant growth?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do that experiment. All I did was just wrote down the information that was required and just turned it in, and I just got an A on that.
Clutch.
Somehow.
Don't do anything, just fill in random stuff, get an A. I love it when that happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but a good idea to do. Like in 5th grade, I thought of this idea. It was perfect because you want to do something that's interesting, and I learned that the hard way in 4th grade because I literally because like it's let's see, yeah, it's 4th, 5th, and 6th, but like the advanced program 3rd graders do it too, I think. I don't even know. But like so the rest of the school will come in and like do it the day that it is. They come and like check out people's projects and stuff. I had one person, like probably like 1st grader or something, that came up to me. He's like, "So what's your project about?" And I started telling him, and he just like walked away because he was so bored. And it was literally just like freezing ice and like seeing if different temperatures would make the ice expand more. Because like when you freeze water, like the ice expands. And so I was basically just seeing if different temperatures would make it expand more. And the kids just got so bored with it, and I was even bored with it as well.
It's pretty not a bad idea though.
Yeah, like it's a good project idea, but it's boring. And then in 5th grade, what I did is I took like different sodas and like Mentos, and I saw which one would like which soda would have the most have the biggest reaction. And the way you tell is like how much is still left in the bottle. And so I just took like probably like 6 different sodas, and the experiment was the best thing because I literally just like exploded stuff all day, and it was all snowy. And then afterwards, when I was done with it, we just took cups and went out into the snow and just like scooped up the snow with all the soda still in it and whatever, and we just ate the snow. It was pretty good, but it was a
Wait,
great
you got
idea.
an A on it? Yeah, you got an A on that?
Mhm.
Really? That's not allowed in my school. No one's allowed to do that experiment. Neither volcanoes.
Yeah, volcano is just like the stereotypical thing, but like Mentos, I don't know. Like I didn't want to do just like a regular like, oh, does it work with Diet Coke? Yeah, it does. Does it work with this? Yeah, it does. Like Diet Coke works the best, but other sodas do. Like people think it's only Diet Coke, but other sodas work as well. And
Fruit beer?
Yeah, root beer works. It's like root beer actually doesn't do it very well, from what I remember. But I remember Diet Coke and Coke did pretty well, but Diet Coke was the most. And it also has to be like the mint Mentos. Like the fruity Mentos don't do anything at all.
Yeah. I really didn't have a good idea this year. My teacher was like, if you didn't turn in your idea slip by Friday, I'm choosing your project thing. And I turned my thing in because I didn't want to get a 0. And then she was like, okay, if you want to, you can come up with your idea or you can do this project. Anyone can use this idea. Can different sodas affect plant growth or like something like similar to that? I just did that, actually. But I'm still not even done with the research.
Yeah, the Diet Coke and Mentos research took a lot, but it wasn't that bad. But also, like, I won, well, I didn't, like, win, but I was one of, like, the top people that, like, got the top scores when judged by, like, a few different people in, like, the science fair itself. So I went to a state level, and then I did pretty good in that. It was a good day. I got a day off of school, just literally just sitting there on your phone, or I guess I didn't have a phone in elementary school, but like on my iPod, and reading books or whatever. I don't know. And then
I'm pretty good at making stories.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't go to state level, but I've been at county level.
Yeah, and it's not even that big of a thing because, like, not a lot of schools do, like, an official science fair, at least in my state, that's, like, within that program. So it wasn't even that big of a deal. I just basically just have to have an interesting idea and do it well, and then have good presentation, and then you're basically almost guaranteed to go to state.
Well, I don't know anything about my school. Literally, my school sucks. The football team sucks. Basketball team sucks, and everything like kids there sucks. Literally, as soon as I walk in the building, people were like, "KYS, what are you doing here?" FGT and stuff like that. Literally, like the worst place ever.
Yeah, my school's pretty chill, I guess. I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But then again, my whole state is pretty chill. I'm not gonna say what it is, but
Oh, I already know you live in Canada. Chill out.
I don't live in Canada.
What?
I don't live in Canada.
You live in Arkham Asylum?
No.
Batcave?
Yeah, dude, I live in the Batcave. But yeah, I don't know. Science fair, like, I'm glad I did it, but at the time I hated doing it because I kind of slacked on it, especially
Yeah.
3rd and 4th grade. But I was salty in 6th grade because my best friend,
Took your idea?
yeah, like he took my idea and just like changed it just a tiny bit, and then he went to state level and
Oh,
got like
okay.
an honorable mention for like there's this I think they had like 5 to 10 people who like won, quote unquote, won the science fair, even though like no one like straight up would win it because it wasn't like first place, second place competition. But it made me salty because he almost like got a whatever for it, and it made me mad because his like my idea, in my opinion at least, maybe it's biased or whatever, but my idea for it was better than like what he did. Like he literally just like he took different sodas and then different candies and put them in there or something like that. I don't know.
Well, that's pretty crazy. I love it how we were just talking about IW zombies to science fair education school.
Pretty much. I still have like all my folder things I did for the science fair. I think they're in my desk somewhere.
Holy crap.
No, I actually don't. Actually, I do know where they are, but I'm not gonna go get them and read them off. Like 3rd grade, I was really into paper airplanes, so I just like 3rd grade, really into paper airplanes, so I just like did different paper clips on the end of it and saw which one flew further. I don't know. It was kind of
Literally.
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 I say literally way too much.
Literally.
It's literally, man. Just kidding. I think it's weird how like other places say different things, like
Water.
say different things different ways. Like I say water, milk,
Water.
Like
Water.
some people say like milk, or like
No.
my brother always, yes, it's soda, not pop. People who say it's pop are just no, it's not pop.
Southern?
It's soda. Most of the time I don't even call it soda. I just like call it by the name of the thing. But if it's soda or pop, it's pop. Like only like my grandpa or someone says pop.
Wait, you're Southern?
No,
You're Southern?
I'm.
What?
The most specific I'll get is Mountain Time Zone. So like near, I think, yeah, Colorado, that area.
Oh, you're far away.
Yeah, it's 4:33 for me right now.
In the afternoon.
Yeah.
Bruh, it's 6:33 in the afternoon.
So you're East Coast.
Yep.
Yeah, it throws me off so much because some people are like the UK. See how they're like 4 or 5 hours away from where I live. I think they're like 3 from the East Coast or something like that. I'm not sure.
It's kind of confusing.
Yeah. What's like that beeping or whistling?
Wait, I don't know actually.
The fire alarm's going off. Watch as it was, and like there's like a fire in your kitchen.
It's just some beeping thing in the microwave or something.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That reminds me, like when I was walking home from school today, there's like this delivery car, and like they like honked. I don't even know why, but they were honking. And
Well,
then,
yeah. Her actual name gets exposed.
like they were just honking, and then their horn got stuck, so it was just like, and it just wouldn't stop. Like you could see the guy just like smashing the thing, trying to get it to stop, and I just like see him drive past this, just fade off into the distance.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, I feel bad for the dude because it's just like he looked young, so it was probably one of his first jobs because it was at like I think it was like Pizza Hut or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, so are we actually just telling stories now?
I guess so at this point. We're like 30 minutes in. I don't know how far into this we want to go. Just basically until we have literally nothing else to talk about.
I mean, I have a story.
Alright, let's hear it, dude.
Okay, so it was late at night, probably like at 12 a.m. to like 1 a.m., somewhere between those times.
Mm-hmm.
I was just playing zombies with my friend, and out of nowhere, like my closet light was on, so like, and my curtains from my window, right, like in my room, it will like just like go through the like curtains, so like people would see like if like we're like awake. Okay, so I'm just playing zombies with my friend, and someone knocks on my window, and all I heard was like, and I was like, oh shit, who's that? It's 1 a.m. in the morning, and I didn't open the curtain, so I just left it closed. My friend was like, who is it? And I was like, you retard, don't do that. and then it was a girl, she was like, help me, I'm cold. Help, please. And I was like, oh, what the F? I get up, wake up my parents, and they opened the door for her. I don't think they let her in the house because, I don't know, she probably would have been armed or something. So we just let her outside because we weren't taking any chances. Later on, I find out that she was drunk. I see her car in the ditch, like in front of our house. and I was like, what? And then I wasn't worried about that. I was like, my friend went to sleep. I was like, why are you going to sleep? He was like, passed out. So I was like, okay, I'll just continue on. I was on YouTube, and then like I can see through the curtains. I see red lights and blue lights flashing, and then I go up to my window. And I see at least 8 cop cars outside of my house. Like right there where that girl was at. She was in her car just waiting there for like, I don't know, 20 minutes until the cops finally came and arrested her.
That's kind of similar to like B. Gibbs' story that he told in probably one of his most recent videos that I was in. Like where he's just like going through like this elementary and there's like, I don't know, go look up B. Gibbs if you don't know who it is, and then just go
I know who he is.
No, I'm talking to like the listener. I know that's the only reason why I know who you are is through B. Gibbs, because I remember the first time was we was streaming Revelations with you, and then I saw you on Twitter more and more, or maybe it was someone else. I don't know, but I just basically found you through like Twitter and through B. Gibbs or something like that.
Yeah, same. Do you have any stories to tell?
I'm trying to think of something. I
have a couple stories, but like they're really personal, and I don't want to talk about it.
If you don't want to share it, then you don't have to.
Yeah. I don't have any story else. I don't think. I mean, not like cool stories, like life-threatening stories, something like that.
Well, those are always the best. Well, as long as the person's okay, but. Yeah.
I mean, no, like about myself.
Mhm. I don't know. I haven't really been in like a life or death situation before.
Yeah. I mean, I have a couple funny stories, but they're not about me. They're just about my sister. She just like we were at some place, and she just wandering on the street, and she just gets run over by a bike twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
That's funny. I don't know. I'm just like waiting in the mail for. Cause I have like this mic. I have this mic stand that was actually my brother's, but he's letting me use it. But it won't fit onto my mic because I have a blue snowball, and like the screw-in thing for it is like super thick. It's like 5/8 of an inch. So I'm looking for a piece for that. It should have came in the mail today, but I don't know if the mail has come yet or not. It's actually I'm gonna after this podcast I'm gonna check in the mailbox because it's probably in there.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
Yep. So I don't have any stories to tell. I don't think. I'll probably make a video on these stories that I told on stream.
Yeah, I like making story videos, even though I'm not that great at telling stories because I stutter a lot and I get like way off track, and I'll be like talking about like peanut butter sandwiches when I'm like supposed to be talking about zombies or some crap. I don't know.
Like the stream. I'm in podcast.
Yeah. Like we were literally just talking about Infinite Warfare zombies, then we spent like 10 to 15 minutes talking about science fairs.
Literally.
Yeah, see, I need to stop making literally. Like, I have this idea for a video where, like, I'm gonna make a cut commentary or something. Or probably not a cut commentary, but just like a regular game of zombies. But every time I say, what else? Literally. And so, like, I'll just like, and so, or like, whatever, so, or like, I just have all these phrases that I always say whenever I start a sentence after like a long break that I just, and like, every time I say one of those things, I have to like, I'll count them, and then I have to go to that round on transit or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause,
What the F?
I don't know.
Sorry, I have to leave the door open. It's really hot in my closet. What the F? Yeah, I'll just close it back.
No, it's fine. What else is there? I'm trying to think of things. I just recently moved and now I have my own room, and that makes me happy instead of having to share one with my brother.
Yeah, I have my own room, but like, I'm probably gonna have to share it when my younger brother grows up.
Yeah. Like, if I didn't have my own room, then my video yesterday wouldn't exist because if the problem with my, well, never mind. I'm probably gonna upload this tomorrow as my video tomorrow. So when I say yesterday, I mean Monday. But like the problem with my series Mod Tool Mondays is that I have to do it on a Monday, even though like the first one I did was on a Tuesday, but I mean it doesn't matter. But like the problem is that I always forget about it over the weekend, and then like, oh wait, tomorrow's Monday. I need to make a Mod Tool Monday, and it takes a lot of time to do it because I have to like scout out things, and then I have to record, and then I have to get all the gameplay and then record, except for last week's. I had to record it before I could get the gameplay because I didn't have very much time to record the audio for it. Because I can play games all I want, just recording the audio is kind of hard because I have crap going on in the background. Upstairs is like all noisy and squeaky or whatever, but I don't know.
I mean, I guess you're lucky because I don't have a like 2-story house. Like I live like in just like a trailer. Like so, like all the rooms right now, like this wall right here, and my closet. This wall, my sister is in that room, and so like I'm just going in this closet like to like reduce sound outside.
Yeah, closets with like a lot of clothing and stuff in it are actually really good for like recording sound because like there's no echo there's like no echo at all. Like in my room there's a tiny bit of an echo, like I can kind of tell, but it's not that bad. When I first moved in and I didn't have my bed in, I was kind of worried that there's going to be a lot of echo, and I didn't want to have to buy like sound panels, like put blankets on the walls. But like if you have a bed in a room and it's not like super big, then you're basically good because it will like absorb sound or whatever, so it's not a big echo. But I don't know, closets are pretty good for that, I guess.
Yeah,
but my house is also like a duplex, like, so I was kind of worried that the walls were going to be thin so I can hear the other people and then they can hear me, and then it's kind of weird because like not a whole lot, like the only people that know that I have a YouTube is my mom and my brother. So I don't know. Like,
I mean, it's kind of awkward though. Like, haven't you ever got interrupted by your like parents or siblings while recording a video?
not really, because I only really record when I'm home alone. Because like that's what I'm
Really?
doing right now. Like my brother had like a driver's test for like driver's ed or whatever today, and so he's gone doing that, and I'm just like, all right, I'm good for the podcast. I have like a couple hours or whatever. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
Like, dude, it's late. It's always busy in my house. I at least have my little brother here. Like, he's not here, which I'm kind of glad because right now he probably would have walked in my closet and be like, "Bah, bah," yelling.
Yeah, I'm the youngest, so I don't have any. Yeah, and it's just like me, my brother, and my mom, and then because my parents were divorced a while ago.
Oh,
Anyway, but actually, it's actually a good thing. Well, no, okay, never mind. Forget I said anything. But I still like see my dad every other weekend, so I mean it's all good. My parents are on pretty good terms. I don't know. That's all I want to get into. But like,
that's some personal stuff though.
yeah. Like I don't mind telling people that my parents are divorced because that's actually not too much of an uncommon thing. But going into the details is different. But anyways, whatever. So yeah, but it's a duplex. It's actually kind of small, but I have my own room, and it's actually a pretty big room because my mom's just like, yeah, you can have the bigger room because my brother doesn't spend like hardly any time in his room because he's always doing something, and I have no life outside of school, so I just like play zombies and stuff. Because like my friends all do like soccer, like both my friends are soccer players. And so, like, they always have practices or whatever, so I can't just, like, go hang out when they have practice. And then, I don't really do sports, like, well, I usually play lacrosse, except I didn't this season, or, like, during the fall, because...
Actually, what is lacrosse, actually?
So, it's not a very common sport, but, well, it's more common in, like Maryland and like North Carolina. They have like good college lacrosse teams, but
They do. Well, I never heard of any lacrosse teams. I live in North Carolina, and I never heard of any stuff like that.
I don't know. Okay, so basically, here I'll send you a thing over Discord, but so. Basically, you have a stick sort of thing that has a plastic shape and a net. It's hard to explain, but just like go search up what is lacrosse or something, and so I'll send you a picture of a lacrosse stick. But so basically, you have this stick that has a net in it, and you throw the ball around and catch it or whatever. and then it's basically hockey mixed with soccer. So there's like a goal that you have to score in, and it's like a 5 foot by 5 foot goal. And
I
so
see. You play that?
yeah, I'm not very good at it, but I mean whatever. I like
I
playing
mean,
it
if I
though.
have time, if I have time, I usually only like play basketball. Like,
Yeah, I do basketball in the winter just because um I don't know, cuz it's just something to do. But lacrosse is like a bigger commitment because you have to have like a ton of practices and whatever. And I hate the practices, but I really like the games, except not even really that much anymore because I'm not that great. And like I like lacrosse as a sport, but I don't enjoy playing it as much. So I think I'm going to play one more time in the spring before I have to play in like high school lacrosse, because that like high school lacrosse practices every day, like 2 or 3 hour practices, and then games all the time, and then less strict. Like you can hit people with your stick. Like if they have the ball, you can like hit their arms and whatever, and like their chest, and poke them with like there's a certain way you have to poke them, but like poke them with the stick. I don't know.
seems like a dangerous sport, though. Well, not dangerous, but like, like people can hit you with like their sticks. Like what?
Like it's like they're like metal poles, but you have pads and stuff, so it's not that bad. But like you have a helmet, you can't hit in the head, or else you'll get a penalty. Like you'll get a slashing penalty, and you'll get put in like the penalty box. So you don't want to do that.
Oh, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's an interesting sport.
Yeah, like I said, I only like play basketball because like I only have like I don't. Well, I used to have like a basketball goals for me to practice. I mean, I used to be good at it, but like lately I've been playing it. For, like it's been a year since I last played. Well, not a year, but like probably like 6 months, since I played basketball. But I mean, that's just because like my friend moved. Well, actually, my best friend moved, and he moved back in May,
Mhm.
and I never like get to see him anymore because like I didn't have his like phone number and his address, stuff like that. So like only my other friend, my other friend only had his number and his address. So like he would like tell him to come down here, or he would just go back to my friend's house. And I don't know if you heard this, but like 4.5 weeks ago, my best friend passed away.
Oh
From
yeah, that sucks though. That would be the worst.
he passed away. I mean, he first introduced me to basketball. He helped me a lot. I met like great people from it, like especially his parents. Like his parents were like funny. They were like the chillest person ever. I mean, his brothers. I don't know. Like he would make fun of his brothers, but it was like kind of funny. Yeah, I just met a ton of people just because of him.
Yeah, that sucks though. But so yeah, do you have any other stories to tell?
Not at all.
Because I can't really think of anything else to talk about. What else is there really?
I mean, how's your education?
Pretty good, I guess.
We can.
I got straight A's because I know life school because I don't know. I feel like I said because like 4 times in that last sentence, but I don't know. I do that a lot.
Because
Yeah. The new literally because.
literally I just don't even like worry about school. Like if I have to do it for like if it was like a test or something very serious, I would do it. But if it was just a classwork, I'll probably just do half of it and just get a 70 or something. I mean, I'm pretty smart.
Yeah, like I have a good memory, and I don't know, like I feel like I'm good at school, but I hate doing group projects, and I have like zero social skills when it comes to talking people face to face. Like doing podcasts like this isn't that bad, but I don't know, like um
Group projects, dude. If I had a chance, I would do group project. But mostly the whole time, I'm the one that's doing like the work. But
yeah, that's why I don't like doing group projects, because like last year, um in English, I had to do like two main big group projects, and I have like none of my friends are in that class. I had like some like friends of friends, or like people I hang out with, but not like friends that like you're like, oh yes, we have this class together or whatever, or like hey, can I come over to your house or whatever. I don't know, like I had people that I knew and that knew me, but like they were all in one big group, and there's just the amount of them that were like limited to the group project, and that I couldn't join their group or whatever. So I had to be with like these people that I kind of know, and now I know, like, and now I'm kind of friends with someone, but they're like big slackers, and I
wow.
ended up with them both of the main big group projects that year, and I hated it because this one kid, I literally like there's 3 nights where I stayed up past 12 o'clock waiting for him to get his stuff done, and
Yeah.
he said he was gonna have his stuff done every single day. He's like, oh, I'll get it done today. I swear, I'll get it done today, and then he never got it done, and he's slacking off for a week, and I just hate group projects. I'm just glad that my English teacher this year is not strict, and we like don't have any projects like that, and I hardly ever have homework in English because all the books we read in class, so that does help a lot. And like last year, we just like read this chapter, fill out this packet, and then you're good to go. And like my teacher would give us like half the time that we needed in class to do it, and so I'd have homework like almost every day, and I hated it. But this this year's a lot better.
Wait, are you still in middle school, like something like that?
Yeah, I'm in 8th grade, which so I won't be in high school till 10th grade, because like most of the state that I live in is like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm in 7th, and I mean, yeah, I'm in 7th grade, and like I don't know if you guys have this in your state, the Avid program. Do you at least know that? I mean, there's like I think it's like 20 or like 17, 19 states that
Avid.
Yeah, that do the Avid program.
Oh yeah. So there's this kid on my lacrosse team who like was in it or something like that, but like it's not like a complete statewide thing, like cuz I have to play for a different school for lacrosse, because my high school, like the high school that I would be going to, doesn't have a lacrosse team, because there isn't enough people who play in my direct area. But so I have to play for like a high school that's further away, and that's actually one of the main reasons why, is because this year I would have had to play for a high school that's even further away, and having practice a lot, and then having earlier practice, my mom couldn't do it, so I just like just let's not play this year. But yeah, so
I don't really do sports. Yeah, I don't
kind of heard of it.
play sports. Like I don't play sports for like school or anything like that. It's a big waste of my time, especially because I have tons of homework because of this program I'm in. But I mean, I guess it helps a lot. I mean, I'm in a class with all my like friends from like I don't know 5th grade, 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's pretty cool, I guess. But like, mostly all my friends are like, I don't know. I mean, like they're all talk. I guess you can say that. I mean, some of them I won't consider friends, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know, like I like doing sports. Like I always did sports as a kid, and I always want to keep doing sports. But like they don't really have like, at least in my school district, they don't have like junior high sports really. They're like affiliated with a team. Like they'll have like a lacrosse team that's like the general area, 7th and 8th grade or whatever team that's underneath a high school. So like they'll call it like, say my high school was like Eagle High School or something like that. I don't know. Then it would be called like the mascot would be like the Eagles or whatever, and like you'd be part of the Eagle High School 7th and 8th grade team, but it's not like directly affiliated. And even lacrosse most of the time isn't directly affiliated with the school or like sponsored by the school or anything, because it's a smaller sport, especially in like the western United States.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you want to wrap up this podcast? It's been almost an hour, 56 minutes. Just kind of chilling, talking. I kind of want to make it an hour. If you have any other stories, but
Okay. I'll think of one. I think. I mean,
here, just
I don't think I've. What?
Just answer this question. What is your favorite zombies map ever?
Buried.
Alright. I like the theme of Buried. I used, like, when I first got the Black Ops 2 DLCs, on my computer, because I've had Black Ops 2 for Xbox for a while, but I, like, never play Xbox, because I'd have to, like, bring it into my room or whatever. But, well, especially to record videos. I mean, I could go out there and play, but my brother would usually be on the Xbox playing like GTA with his friends or whatever. I don't know, but like, so my favorite is the Rising Drac, and directly behind that is Origins, and actually this gameplay that I think I have gameplay overlaying with this, so then I don't have to like it's not like it's more entertaining to watch, and if you don't want to watch it and you just like listen to it like how I do it with podcasts, then you can listen. But I don't know, I just figure it's better than just looking at a blank screen. And I don't want to like have to put in a podcast, like render it through like Sony Vegas or whatever, because it takes forever. Like it takes twice as long just to get 480p. And just because my experiences last time I was rendering my last podcast, it just made me mad because
Me literally can't relate.
Yeah, like the first render I tried to do, like I started it and I was like, it's all good. It's like probably like 6 o'clock or something. I'm trying to think. No, it was like 8. Let's call it 8 o'clock. And so I was just like, went and did something else. It was probably earlier because I was eating dinner. And then I came back from dinner, did a couple other things, and then I looked, and Windows is updating. Like, it's just randomly decided to restart and apply an update, even though I gave it, like, no permission to or whatever. Which I hate about Windows, because it does that sometimes. Like, if I just left it idle, like, and I even went into, like, my power settings or whatever, so, like, if I leave it off, like, if I leave it idle for a while, it was set to, like, it would never turn off when it's plugged in, and I checked, it was plugged in, like, because I have a laptop, so it has battery or whatever, so, like, it was plugged in, and it was set to, like, to never turn off on when it's plugged in, and then it still did that, so, yeah, so that just erased it. Then the second time, or did you want to say something?
No, I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, okay. So the second time I did it, so when you like render something in Sony Vegas,
Yeah.
Like it has like the dialogue box or whatever that says like it has the bar showing how much percentage it is. And I usually like when I first had it, I had it to be like, because there's a checkbox. It's like when it's done, it will close that thing. So then you know it's done. But I had it to set it so then it wouldn't close that. And so it was at 100%. And so I was like, all right. And then I pressed the close button, but it's at the same spot as the cancel button. And it was at 100%, but it wasn't completely finished. And so I hit the cancel button, and it canceled the entire render.
Wow.
1.5 hours waiting for that thing to render. I was just FML. I'm supposed to be sleeping at that point. So I'm just like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna set it down to 140p, terrible quality. And then I rendered it, and it only like it got stuck at 59%. So like maybe it's done. So I just decided to upload it to YouTube. And then yesterday I realized it was like cut short. So yeah, that's nice. But yeah, so any last thoughts, I guess?
Are you gonna end it now?
Yeah, real quick. Cause.
Actually, I have one last story.
All right.
Okay, it's pretty quick one. Okay, do you own a BB gun?
Yes, I do. I haven't shot one for a while, but I do.
Yeah, I have my BB gun, like right on top of me, like right there. It was just one summer day. I recently got this, like probably like 4 days new, because my friend has one, and I was like, you know what, I might get one too. So I bought one. I had some issues at the Walmart while getting one. Mm-hmm. They're like, you have to be 16 years older to get one. And I was like, yeah, sure. I'm 16.
I hate that. It bugs me so much.
So I get the gun, and I was just shooting it. Like 4 days later, I was shooting it with my friend, and then I was just like shooting it, and then I walk in. Well, actually, before I walk in, I remember my friend's dad was like, shoot it, and then make sure like bullet is out. Not bullet, but like the pellet, like it's out of the gun. So I'm pretty sure I made sure like I got it out. So like when I shot it again, no like anything would have came out to the barrel. So I walked back inside, and then my sister was like, boy, like she was talking crap about my friend. Like she was like, why you always gotta bring him here? I was like, because he's my friend. We want to play some zombies. And then like she was talking crap, and then I put my gun at her, and I was an idiot because and then I accidentally shot the trigger, and I shot her like near her eye.
Yeah, one time my brother and his friend thought it would be a good idea to like shoot the BB guns in the house. So they're just like shooting it at this box, and it was like bouncing off the box and hitting our blinds, which are made of plastic. And so now there's a whole bunch of holes in the blinds, and then we had to get it replaced before we moved. Like that was probably like, I think it was like the beginning of like 2 summers ago. And like every time I wake up, like on the weekend or whatever, there'll just be like just holes and stuff on like shining through the window onto my wall. And I was like, wait, oh yeah, it's the BBs. Like there's just literally just like BB size holes in our blinds, and it makes me so mad because light will shine through those. And yeah, like with my new room, there's no windows connecting to outside. So I literally have no idea what time it is, or like when I wake up. So I always have to check my phone. Like this Sunday, I believe, like I didn't know what time it was, and my phone was dead. So I had to wait for that to charge, so then it would turn on. Because I guess I fell asleep while watching YouTube videos, and then I didn't get my phone turned off. So it was like completely dead, out of battery, and it took like 5 minutes to get enough battery to turn on. But anyways, yeah. Then I realized that it was like 7 in the morning, so I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm just going to sleep in for like another 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so is that all, I guess?
I mean, yep. Alright,
nice podcast. Hour and
I mean, are we gonna do this like
minutes.
bi-weekly?
I don't know. Like, well, like,
Whenever you have time.
well, you don't have to come in on like all the time. I just wanted to do one with. I mean, we can do more, but like I was like,
I mean, if you want me to be here all the time, so you actually have someone to talk to me. I mean, I wonder how you do it for like so long, talking to yourself.
I don't know either. Like, basically, I just do it because, um, like I started it because I wanted to get better at like speaking for a long time, so I can have better speech for, cause I always like stutter, cause I say words wrong. Like if I'm not just in the zone talking, like I actually haven't really done it that bad, but when I'm like trying to record a video or whatever, I'll just like always stutter, cause I had like I kind of talked about in my last podcast, which actually that probably got cut off, which I'm probably gonna re-upload that too. So.
No.
No? Alright, I guess I won't. I don't know. Just because it cut off the end and I actually had some good bits in the end. Anyways, but, so, I just started it basically because I wanted to get better at speaking. So, I don't know. So, yeah, that's probably about it. I'm just gonna, like, play my outro because why not? So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Actually, I'm gonna pause it, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Go ahead and follow WreckEfficient on Twitter. His link will be in the description. I don't know what his exact handle is, or else I'd say it right now unless you know it. But, and also his YouTube channel down in the description as well. So,
Yep.
alright, so see you in the next video. Bye.